I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. As the warm front lifts to the east, our highs warm a little bit more into the upper 50s to the low 60s tomorrow. After light and easterly winds today, south winds tomorrow gusts between 25 and 35 ahead of approaching low pressure. Rain and isolated thunderstorms are possible tomorrow evening through Wednesday morning when the cold front moves to the east. Any rain amounts should range between a trace to a quarter inch. Behind the front, northwest winds Wednesday gust to 30 and highs drop slightly to seasonal levels in the 50s. A ridge of high pressure boosting our highs up to around 60 for Thursday and Friday. For most locations, Saturday the warmest day with highs in the low to mid 60s, while a cold front cools west central Nebraska into the mid 50s. Sunday is slightly cooler with highs in the upper 40s to the mid 50s. A few showers are possible near the cold front over central and eastern Kansas on Sunday. In the long-term forecast, overall warmer than normal temperatures are expected for Nebraska, Kansas, and the central and eastern U.S. this weekend through November 24th. The higher chances of warmer than normal temperatures in Nebraska and Kansas are this weekend through early next week. By November 24th in central Nebraska, daytime highs are usually in the mid-40s with average overnight lows in the low 20s. Above normal precipitation is indicated this weekend through November 24th for Nebraska and Kansas. Slightly higher precipitation chances are early next week. Key weather factors impacting the markets include recent heavy precipitation in the plains and Midwest, drought reduction from more active weather, and good weather for now in South America. Rain and snow across the central and southern plains was heavy in some areas this past weekend, while rain was lighter in the Midwest. For areas of Colorado and New Mexico buried in snow, there are concerns for the winter wheat. Towards the northern plains, drought is likely to increase from only light rain. Mississippi River water levels are on the rise, but for sustained improvements, more precipitation is needed in the Ohio Valley. This weekend, a storm should develop in the plains and move through the Midwest early next week, further reducing the drought. Another storm possible the middle of next week. Central Brazil's wet season rains continue to benefit soybean establishment. Soil moisture in some of southern Brazil is lower from below normal rainfall, but overall conditions are still mostly favorable. Argentina is seeing scattered rain today, and more rain moves through this weekend into early next week, keeping conditions overall favorable. Heat and dryness could be a concern later in the crop season for Argentina from a building La Nina. In most of Europe, dryness is decreasing the soil moisture as winter wheat starts to go dormant. Scattered rain moves through southwest Europe early this week before a better chance of more widespread precipitation next week. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.